Welcome, Army fans. This is Joe Iacono with GoBlackKnights.com, along with Army sophomore wide receiver Brady Anderson. Brady, first question. How is practice going this week, getting ready for North Texas?
Absolutely. We're just playing a great team this upcoming weekend. They're 3-0, and so just coming off a high from our last game, we just gotta remain focused and realize we're playing a great team this weekend, and really just focus on our fundamentals and attention to detail this week because we want to play our best game.
And you kind of burst on the scene, honestly, when it comes to Army football. Obviously people in the program knew who you were, but not a lot of like the fan base was super familiar with you. You had the big catch in the opener against Tarleton, and then the touchdown catch from Kale in the end zone last week, along with another nice catch on a first down. Walk everybody through the touchdown play at the end of the first half there to get on the board against Kansas State?
Yeah, absolutely. We just our quarterback and our team were able to put together a good 1 minute drive and just some great play calls from our coach. And we got down in the red zone, and our coach Worley trusted us to execute the play. And our O line made some great blocks, and Kale rolled out and was able to throw me a pass where I was able to be open.
And talk a little bit about Coach Smith, your wide receivers coach, and the job he's doing not only with you but with Liam Fortner and the whole position group there at wide receiver.
Yeah, from Coach Smith, his main doctrine that he instills in us is just being the most physical receivers in the nation. And so we like to see ourselves just as tools for the team, whatever needs to be done, whether that's blocking in the box, in the perimeter, or making plays in the pass game. We just want to do whatever we can to help the team.
And you mentioned blocking, right? To be a successful and starting wide receiver at Army, blocking is just as important, if not more important, in your ability to run routes, catch passes, all the things that people think of when they think of a wide receiver. Evaluate kind of where you are in your development in terms of being able to block for the run and block for the option game.
Absolutely. I mean, I just see myself as I see Liam Fortner as the standard. I think that's the best blocking receiver in the country, and so that's the standard we hold it to in our room. And so we're all striving to be like that, and um, just one day hope to get there in blocking and just learn from him.
And Liam, after having to sit out the opener, came back against Kansas State, and I think everybody could see the difference he provided in the run game. What makes him such a good blocker?
He just at the point of attack, he's just whatever that's somebody the same size as us or a 300-pound D lineman. He doesn't back down from anybody, and he works on his technique every day to be able to execute on Saturdays.
And Brady, what is your current height and weight? You look like a pretty big guy on camera. I think they have you listed at like 6'1", 215, but you look bigger than that.
Yes, sir. My height is 6'1" and weight is about 210.
Okay, good stuff. And talk a little bit about Kale Hellam's development. It was his first start last week. Coach Munkin made it official that he's going to get to start this week. What do you see in Kale? How is your chemistry with him as a receiver?
I like to think it's pretty good. We Kale, all the receivers and all the quarterbacks get together all summer, and just get to work to develop that chemistry. And we're just going to try to get better at it every week in practice, and every day just continue to develop it.
And you're from Edina High School in the Twin Cities there in Minnesota, I believe. One of the first, I'll be honest, I've been following Army football a long time. You're one of the first guys from the Twin Cities I've seen on the team. I'm sure there's others that I'm forgetting, but talk a little bit about Edina and what made you want to go to West Point.
Yes, sir. Yeah, from Edina High School, we're more of a hockey high school, but we take football super seriously and have a really good program back there. Great coach, great players. But yeah, just being recruited by Army was a dream. And when I was able to get that offer and come out here and meet the players, meet the coaches, see the campus, And just I remember specifically when I watched the Army Navy game. I think it was 2023 or 2022. Um, After watching that game, the double OT win, or I knew this is where I wanted to be.
Awesome. Were you able to come to that game, or did you watch it on television?
I watched it on television back home with my family.
Nice. Yeah, it was an awesome game. So let me ask you this. Being from Minnesota, obviously a great hockey state, as you mentioned. Did you play hockey in high school or when you were younger as well, or have you strictly been a football guy your whole career?
Strictly a football guy, but yeah, hockey's just definitely a huge part of the culture in Minnesota.
And speaking of that, my last question for you, kind of a funny one. I have a friend of mine who's a 1990 grad subscriber to GoBlackKnights.com. And I have no idea what this means, but he's from Waconia, Minnesota, and he told me to ask you if you know what a cake eater is, and if you are.
Yeah, we definitely know what a cake eater is, but yeah, that's one of those things from Minnesota that people call dudes from Edina, like at games, and I've heard that before from somebody on the coaching staff as well, who's from the area. So yeah.
That's great. Yeah, I'm not from Minnesota, but I have a lot of friends from there. So I was like, yeah, that sounds like a cool question to ask him. So, hey,
Sure.
Brady, thanks for taking the time tonight. Best of success to you this weekend in the game against North Texas. Go Army, beat North Texas.